Welcome to week 1 of the NFL preseason, where the rookies of today hope to become the stars of tomorrow. It's the Jaguars and the Saints. All that and more coming up next on EA Sports.
Folks, it is always a celebration here in New Orleans, and we are just outside of the Hoppin' French Quarter at the Caesars Superdome. Tonight we kick off the preseason with a good matchup right away between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the New Orleans Saints. Charles Davis alongside me, and I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, folks, the wait is over. Yes, it's just the preseason, but football is back in your living room.
And I'm excited. I know you are as well. The summer heat feels good on these old bones, especially because we're not putting on pads. We don't have to be out there in that heat running into other people. But I'm glad these guys are. Football is back.
Here now to get us started is Logan Cook, and we are underway from the Superdome. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. They'll be led out by their quarterback standing at 6'2" from Eastern Illinois. It's Jimmy Garoppolo.
And Jimmy Garoppolo has shown that he can be a Super Bowl quarterback, but his biggest problem, his ability to stay healthy and remain on the field. When able, he's a capable quarterback prone to winning games both in the regular and postseason.
Garoppolo, first play, going to throw it. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. Here's a Louisiana native from the town of Jennings. It's Travis Etienne. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guys just carried the ball. He's going back to tell his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
They'll run with Etienne. Oh, good move. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, you hate to see this before the regular season even begins. And we'll take a break and come back. More preseason action in a moment. Throwing on first is Garoppolo. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Sliding out of the pocket. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. We know they have these RPOs in their playbook, and look, we're seeing it here in the first quarter. You think we're going to see it as the game continues?
They trotted them out early for a reason, partner. They're letting them know that this is in the arsenal, and we rely on it. You better be prepared, because this is going to be an all-day affair trying to stop them.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Garoppolo looks to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. He was really focused downfield, but there was really no viable options. The coverage was too good.
And the defense really quickened the tempo of that play with their pass rush because there was nowhere for him to go with the football. The only place he ended up, down on the ground.
Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. There's Garoppolo to throw. Finds his tight end Ingram. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down.
He'll get this out to the flat for ETN.
And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area, but they want him involved, just as you said. They want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game. That opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. Well, now they'll start 3 yards shy of midfield after that long 57-yard miss. They go play action here on 1st down. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack.
Brought down by Trayvon Walker on the pass rush. So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
As we check the next-gen stats, you'll see he had precious little time to do anything with the football there.
A gain of 8 there on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
That's a gain of 8.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Under pressure, and down he goes. Sacked there by Jadeveon Clowney.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. And good yardage as he gets this one up to about the 23. To throw, it's Garoppolo. Over the middle, he's got his tight end Ingram. Garoppolo now, 1st down throw.
He targets Ingram for another grab.
They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
Credit that sack to Marcus Davenport. Well, on that one, they go with a play fake, CD, but I don't think anybody really was fooled. All eyes were fixated on the quarterback, and they got him to the ground.
And to run this play successfully, you've got to make sure that everyone is doing their part. You actually have to sell this play. You've got to sell the run action. Otherwise, why do you stop at the running back? You just run straight for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long? He'll look to throw. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, that play was certainly a little bit different because on the previous play, he was sacked. This time, protection a lot better. Had time to survey the field and still couldn't find an open receiver.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And taken right on the 30. Following the punt return here, there's someone shaken up. Well, injury's never good, especially here in the preseason. Hopefully nothing serious. They'll take a look at him, and we'll step aside for a moment. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He'll buy some time right. He finds his man complete. That's Beck. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. They went 3 and out on their first drive. Things already looking better here. 1st and 10.
Hold on a second. Was that the fullback? That was the fullback. Who says it? The slot receivers are the only guys who can catch the football and get big yardage after the catch. Really nice job there. Showing good hands and an ability to get upfield.
Out to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
The quarterback taken down and set. No gain on the play.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And that'll force upon them a 3rd and 14. Now that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there because trying it is one thing. We can second guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize that it's broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try to pick up the 1st down on 3rd down. That way you don't lose any yardage. That could have been a huge play, but give the defender credit. Stayed calm, stayed collected, and kept himself in a position to make a play on the ball without a penalty.
Here's Logan Cook now to punt this one away. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Fair catch called for right around the 11-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return. And it'll be Jaguar football as they take over deep in their own territory. Garoppolo on 1st down. He'll get this off to ETN. Throwing again on 2nd down. Garoppolo. That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass. And that is incomplete. Here's Aaron Siposs out now to punt on 4th down. Now a fair catch called for and made right on the 45-yard line. That'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Jadeveon Clowney, now 2 sacks for him already here in this first quarter of play.
Well, how about this? A fistful of sacks already. We're not even out of the first quarter yet. What an incredible start for this defense. If they keep this pace up, they could be looking at an all-time performance.
And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Olave over the middle. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. Ready for the second quarter from New Orleans. It's the Saints in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. And he fires one incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Out of the gun, Dobbs. And his throw is incomplete. The Saints on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, here's Dobbs.
But that play will certainly give him a little bit of life. Maybe the late wake-up call that they had been seeking.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Well, you don't expect too many quarterbacks to be adept at breaking away from would-be tacklers, but this is uncommonly good right here as he's able to get away.
Yeah, and at the risk of sounding just a little bit trite, this is just a tackle that needs to be made. It's one thing when you've got a bruising 230-pound running back coming your way, but when it's a quarterback who's running for his life, your teammates will tell you, you've got to get him on the ground.
And the next-gen stats shows us the tale of how much yardage he was able to pick up after the initial contact. The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
A bad false start penalty there. Now 2nd and 6. Dobbs. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Joshua Dobbs, a 9-yard touchdown run.
And the Saints push the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this second quarter.
Not the first time on this drive we saw him take matters into his own hands, and this time he finishes things off with a touchdown run.
You're not going to be happy with me, but I think he took matters into his own feet, didn't he?
Oh, Davis from the top rope. I like it. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away.
And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a 1st down. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
I think the reason this play is so successful is not just the blocking at the point of attack, but how about the speed at which he takes the handoff? He's in motion already, so he's not coming from a flat start like a running back often is. He's at a full run by the time he gets the football.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Jameis to throw it.
And this one too low.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Jaguar linemen might have moved. Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
On 3rd down, Winston. And he's taken down here by the Saints.
CD, you know, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
And it appears that this was just a letdown from the offensive line, but they do have a tough job because if you're a big tackle out there on the perimeter, Sometimes you don't have the agility to keep up with the defensive end who's looking to wreak havoc in the backfield, and he got there and put his man on the ground.
Yeah, the next-gen stat's going to illustrate just how quickly a quarterback has to process everything, as he was on the ground in under 3 seconds, 2.9 to be precise. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. On 2nd and 11 now. Dobbs. And he slings one that's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means he'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Dobbs. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. The Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. Call that a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. They'll start on the ground. It's Rashad Penny. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stuck.
Despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuck that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all. Here's Winston. Got an open man here, and it's K.J. Hamler. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll be 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Here's Aaron Sipas now. A fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Saints will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Back to throw Dobbs. And that is incomplete. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Dobbs to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Here's Logan Cook now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. Well, on that punt, we've got a man. Take a break and come back. More preseason action in a moment. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He'd love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Aaron Sipas on to punt as he'll get this one away now. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, The goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Dobbs going down the middle, and it's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards there, a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there, because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Now Dobbs. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 41-yard line. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move.
Charles, to move the chains that time, they had to complete it into double coverage, and they got it done.
And it's never easy overcoming multiple defenders, but he sure made it look simple. Found the right spot to exploit and won his 1-on-2 matchup.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. On first down, Dobbs to throw. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. To throw again on 2nd down. Dobbs. That is caught by Josh Oliver, the former San Jose State Spartan. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 24-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the 2nd quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum, because now they're reading their patterns downfield.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's 2nd down.
I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational, CD. That is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack is a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
After the sack on first down, Dobbs. Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. And the Jags grab it. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
You know, if this is the regular season, partner, we'd be talking about just how costly a mistake that was, but probably good for him to get it out of his system right now.
Just hope for him and the team it's not a sign of things to come.
Yeah, without a doubt. Plus, got to worry about making the team. Those types of errors don't help you.
Winston now after the fumble recovery. And the screen unsuccessfully dropped it. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Winston. Flush to his right. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Winston now. Steps away to his left. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. And the Jaguars send out their punter as he'll come on to kick for a 6th time tonight. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Saints offense going to head out now late in this first half.
And they may be content to take this 7-0 lead into the locker room. We'll see. On 1st and 10, Dobbs. And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Dobbs. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. A final shot before break. Dobbs. And that is incomplete. So we have reached halftime in our first preseason matchup of the year. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. Back to you guys in just a minute as we've started the countdown to opening night. Remember, the preseason has shrunk from 4 games down to 3. So just 2 more weeks of preseason action follow this, and then we get it all started on the first Thursday after Labor Day. Meanwhile, for the Saints, they had a little more success than their counterparts did in the passing game, as evidenced by the numbers there.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Saints set to go here to begin the 3rd quarter. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. And I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
From the 39, Dobbs. Flushed out right. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. And he will have a first down here at about the 40.
I like this focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need 1. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
Dobbs looking to throw on 1st down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard. Throwing here, Dobbs. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Multiple rushers break through to drop him for the 7th time this game.
That was exactly what they were looking for coming out to start the 3rd quarter. Get a sack, get off the field, get the momentum going in their direction.
Get the ball back to your offense, right? Get that momentum because, hey, this lead is very, very slim. Here's Logan Cook now as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
They'll try and get the run game going. This is Penny. And they'll get him down up past the 15. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Thanks to that last play, a little more room to operate. 1st and 10 at the 18. On play action, Winston. They'll roll him out right. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. To throw on 2nd and 10. Winston. This is Hamler on the receiving end. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Winston. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A good pickup there, a 22.
And so much of football is about mismatches, and here they're going to line their running back out wide to the right, and I think defensively there's a little indecision. They weren't quite sure how they wanted to defend that, and they weren't able to until he was way downfield.
A pair of first downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Penny up the middle. He'll get this up to the 47 and brought down there. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing, Winston. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now a timeout here, at least for the moment. Looks like one of the Saints is injured, shaken up on that last play. Well, injury's never good, especially here in the preseason. Hopefully nothing serious. They'll take a look at him, and we'll step aside for a moment. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 34-yard line. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
But look what we have here. A sustained drive, and that was certainly AWOL in the first half. They really struggled to try and move the football. But right now, they certainly seem to have the formula working. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. To throw, Winston. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down. To throw is Winston. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. They have the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has now received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This will be from 56 yards out. And this won't get there. Won't be on line either. It's no good. Off to the right, and this will stay at a 7-point game. Down here in the 3rd quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses. It's the 2nd miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
So the missed 56-yarder, and now the flip side. Good starting field position at the 46 near midfield. The drive will start with an option going left. And he is going to lose yardage here. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Dobbs is throwing. Going right side here, and that's complete. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Here's Dobbs to throw. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And the Jaguars are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. So that, Charles, may be the play that this defense has been looking for.
They've hung in there, and if they lose this game, it won't be from a lack of effort on their part. The key question is, can the offense finally do something, because we're into the third quarter, and a 0 is still glowing on the scoreboard.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. They begin with a run by Penny. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll run it again with Penny. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Penny, a first down carry. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. From the 38, Winston. Open man Hamler, that's complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 20-yard line. Give them 18 on the play.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. You've got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. Inside handoff, Penny. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. Now Winston. He'll get this out wide to Penny. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've had a lot of chances, but not much success, converting only 3 times. This is 3rd and 7. Back now here live in New Orleans. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. On 3rd down, Penny. And they'll hustle up to stop him well shy of the 1st, right around the 15. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up the 4th down.
But we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And this is caught, but they say out of bounds. It would have been a first down, but he couldn't stay in, and as a result, they're going to have to give up the football. So they finally get their first trip to the red zone, and it ends with nothing.
And that's what I'm going to focus on with you because you teed it up really well. Finally get to the red zone. So there's got to be a little bit of frustration because they haven't moved the ball as well as they wanted to all game. Now they get there, but we got to go for it because we don't know if we're going to get back here again. We don't know how many opportunities because they've been sputtering a little bit.
Absolutely. At this stage in the second half, to get there and not get it for the first time, tough. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
And he'll get it up here this time to the 21.
That's the gain of 8. Makes it 3rd and 4.
To throw is Dobbs. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And the Jags are going to take possession of the football. A critical error there in a tight game in the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful. Got
to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's a give to Penny. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Penny on the toss right. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Now a timeout here, at least for the moment. Looks like one of the Saints is injured, shaken up on that last play. Well, you hate to see this before the regular season even begins. And we'll take a break and come back. More preseason action in a moment. And a heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it with Penny. And he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
You know, we might start getting some props here in the booth. You know, that one that says the D and then the fence that you put up next to it. How about that? They brought out the jumbo package and still couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage enough to pick up that first down.
Impressive. They were ready defensively for that jumbo set. They'll run with Penny. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. Again, it's Penny. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They'll try to throw now. Winston. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Here's Winston. They set up the screen to Penny. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
Like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Winston. This is caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. KJ Hamler. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Jaguars are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The New Orleans offense set to take over. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Despite a little sizzle on the move, he's still tackled shy of the 20. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now Dobbs. Now they go screen. It's complete. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
Complete to number 26. That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Dobbs. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
I know tight ends love this route because a lot of times they'll fake a block first and get a little bit of space and then come across the middle because in their mind, they're thinking catch the ball and then drop the hammer on the little guys in the secondary.
Unable to drop the hammer, he just dropped the pass. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the fourth quarter. Winston now to throw on first down. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
First down, Winston. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. A handoff to Penny. And despite the good footwork, he'll be hit and dropped shy of the 45. A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down. Dumps that off to Penny as running back. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down, they just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
Yeah, there's a work of art right there. Out of bounds at the 2-yard line. Now, if you're a fan of punting, this game's for you. He's been out there quite a bit. That one maybe his best yet.
Yeah, he certainly got his leg loose by now. It kind of reminds me of my college football coach, John Majors. He loved the punting game because he liked the positioning, the field position, and he loved to play defense.
And he coughs up the football near his own goal line. And this will be gathered up in the end zone. And that's a defensive touchdown. So how about that play? We had a tie ball game. Defense comes up huge. That's the definition of a big play for this defensive unit.
Not something that you see that happens often to a guy like, let's say, Jamal Charles. Remember 2015? Fumbled it in a key situation.
Roby, right?
Yes, exactly right. Bradley Roby picked it up and altered the ball game.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Taken in at the 3. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here. Well, the defense got its job done, forcing the punt. Now the formula pretty simple. They need to find the end zone here. A field goal doesn't help them much. Now Dobbs. And his throw here's incomplete. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Here's Dobbs to throw. That's caught over the middle by Seals-Jones. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Seals-Jones. A gain of 1. Brings up 3rd down and
back to throw Dobbs. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
Holding offense.
So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
And he is going to have the Saints first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Dobbs. His throw incomplete. Now keep in mind, no overtime in the preseason, so without getting ahead of ourselves, we'll likely see a 2-point try should they get this in the end zone. Dobbs. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 44-yard line. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. Dobbs. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 46. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is going to lose yardage here. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here, 2nd and 11. They'll try the right side here with Penny. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Now Rashad Penny. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. And the Jaguars send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fielded at the 20. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and they will take over 1st and 10. So all eyes on the Saints offense. Down by 7, and time a huge factor. Now they've got to travel the full 75 yards, and time is obviously a huge factor here. 1st and 10. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Jags grab it. And this defense has broken it open as they return it to the house for 6. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room, where they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
Extra point try now for Patterson. It's good, and it is now 21-7. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This taken in at the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Dobbs looking to throw on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. And that final kickoff concludes the ball game, partner, and one side a really nice win in this one. They were good on offense and on defense.
And I'm guessing in the other locker room, partner, the head coach is just telling his team, hey, we didn't play well enough to keep it close enough where that one possession down the stretch might have given us an opportunity to win the game.